The wind snatched at Luna's fur as she and Whiskers raced along the coast. Behind them, the forest grew dark and the air grew cold. "We're almost there," she panted, pushing her paws against the sand. "I can feel it." The churning of the sea grew louder as they ran, crashing over the rocks in angry, frothy waves. And then, before them, through the driving rain, they saw it. Emerging from the turbulent water was a shape like a giant cat, sleek and muscular, with eyes like chips of ice. Its fur was the color of moonlight on snow, and its claws were as long as daggers. A sea leopard, the most fearsome beast that roamed the coasts. Its paws like untoothed combs, forever raking the ocean for fish to eat. One swipe of its paw could drag a seal underwater with the ease, and it had eyes for the small, furry creature that dared trespass on its beach. Whiskers flattened his ears against his head and took a step back, but the beast was upon him in a flash. One of its paws shot out, claws extended, and raked across his face. He let out a yowl and stumbled back. Taking this chance, the sea leopard lunged at its jaws. A cavern of sharp teeth and wet darkness snapped shut on his hind leg, dragging him toward the waves. Whiskers thrashed, but the beast was strong, pulling him closer and closer to the churning water. And then he was gone, disappearing beneath the surface with only a splash to mark his passing. Luna dove after him, ignoring the searing pain in her shoulder. As she fell, she felt something stir within her, something ancient and powerful. The forest, she realized with a jolt, was trying to help. Tendrils of silver light flowed from her paws, wrapping around Whiskers and pulling him back toward the surface. Together, cat and magic wove a spell. The forest and the falling star. The light blossomed, forcing the sea leopard to release Whiskers. Gasping, he clambered onto the shore, collapsing at Luna's paws. The sea leopard shook its head, momentarily stunned by the brightness. But it quickly recovered and snarled, baring its teeth. Luna stood, her fur bristling. She didn't know what this magic was, where it came from, or how to control it. But she knew that if she didn't use it now, Whiskers wouldn't survive the night. She raised her head and let out a mighty meow, a sound that echoed with power, commanding, "Be gone, evil beast, and never return." The sea leopard hesitated, glancing back at the churning sea, then turned and melted away into the shadows of the night. As it disappeared, the light faded, leaving Luna trembling in the darkness. She rushed to Whiskers, who was stirring. With a weak meow, he opened his eyes, only to collapse again, his chest rising and falling shallowly. "You saved me," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the crash of the waves. "But I've lost another life. I'm so tired." And with that, his eyes closed and his breathing slowed until it was barely a whisper. Luna nudged him gently, but he didn't stir. Wrapping her paws around his, she felt a surge of determination. No matter the cost, she vowed she would bring him back.